I'm here with two former legends.
Where's the bloke? It's half time. We talk to a bloke about football. Where's the bloke? Go and get the bloke, love. Come on, get the bloke. Where's the bloke? Where's the bloke? Where's the bloke? Get the bloke, love. Get the bloke. You've got a fucking day to get 3 points.
But Tottenham, it's the history of the Tottenham.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right. Welcome to Blokes, episode 11. Woo!
Boom.
Woo!
Boom.
Woo!
World Cup vibes.
World Cup vibes. Monday. I almost said
Stop
October
saying
again.
October, bro.
Bro, it's just different calendar. Monday, November 21st. Thanksgiving week. Here we go. What do we think? So we got the World Cup. We started yesterday, Sunday, with Ecuador versus Qatar. A real stinker of a game, if you ask me.
Listen, Maresh. I don't like. So this past week, I was in Florida the whole time. We drove down, went to Disney World and that stuff.
All right, Disney adult.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that now. But so coming back, we left on Sunday, which is when the World Cup started. So that first game, I was in and out of watching it because I was just streaming it on my phone. I feel like I've missed something here. Like, is this the worst offside call of all time? I just want to get straight into it.
Oh, it was
I don't really know how I
bad.
felt about that one. I don't know.
Like, I keep looking
You
back at it because they didn't really show the replay, or I missed it, or it was quick or something like that. And every single screenshot I send of somebody showing me his leg offside, the ball is halfway in the air. Like, it's so far in the air, it's disgusting.
It was really bad. I don't know what you want to say. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, it's match fixing, it's everything. It's like a really weird line. You got to teeter because, like, people are making the case if you accuse Qatar of paying them off, you're being racist. It's just really, you got to be careful how you speak on it. In
Great
today's
fan
society.
interaction in the crowd, by the way, that Ecuadorian
Oh,
did.
that was awesome. But
Then
like,
he apologized. He's like, "Oh yes, sometimes in the heat of battle."
it was like somebody wrote.
And the
him
guy
something
was
to
just
say.
like sitting there, just like nodding at him, like, "Yes."
Yeah,
keep
off
saying
camera,
what
they
you're
didn't
saying.
show the guy on his hands and knees, like, begging him not to, like, assassinate his entire bloodline.
Yeah, dude, that was a really rough offside call, but they couldn't stop. No matter what you think, they weren't going to stop Ecuador from winning this game.
No.
They were clearly the better side. They were more physical.
West
they were
Ham
quicker.
legend.
They were everything.
Enter Valencia back into the fray.
It's true.
Back into the fray.
Another case to bolster our EPL is better than La Liga.
Oh, yeah, if
Ongoing
we're still on
civil suit.
That's just you and your coworker at this point.
Yeah.
Bro, I showed him the TikTok that I posted, and I said, look, I think this is one of our most liked TikToks of all time. And he goes, dude, I can't believe you have so many morons who agree with you. Like, he just keeps doubling down. So blokeheads, if
Yeah,
if you
blokeheads.
disagree, if you DM me enough, I'll release his @ and you guys can
No, let's not dox him yet. Let's not dox him yet. That's the trump card.
Yeah, so there's that. That's out on the table. But yeah, overall, I mean, Qatar's the first host nation to lose their opening match in the history. I'm not shocked by it.
Pretty embarrassing.
And, before we get into the other games, I'm going to make this statement. This is the potential. It's got all the makings to be the worst World Cup of all time.
I think we got to see how it unfolds first, but
Just from the production standpoint,
in terms of like production, energy around the it's wild. I keep
Infrastructure,
seeing,
I can say for sure.
All these
infrastructure.
Fans, all these Everton fans just keep getting picked up by these sheiks and like taken back to their every single person I see tell this story is wearing like
all
some variation of like an English kit with like an Everton badge sewn onto it. It's crazy, and they're like, "Oh, we're seeing monkeys and shit." It's like, what? Like, I don't think you could pay me in Qatar if like some guy drove up to me and was like, "Get in my car, we're going to my house." I would be like,
"No, I'd go."
Right,
apparently, they're very hospitable people. They want you to come to their house and like enjoy their food and wine, and like they'll serve you, like they'll show you the sights.
I've heard they're being really friendly. I mean, they let them go play with their like
monkeys.
Lion. I saw there's like a baby lion.
Yeah, but infrastructure wise, I mean, we all saw the clips of where they're staying. It looks like how the best version of the Fire Fest, and that was a travesty. It's just fucking tense out in the sand. And I don't know if you guys also saw that, but earlier today, the FIFA app that had their tickets on it crashed, and like no one could get inside the stadium. Like there was 20,000 or 15,000 people outside the stadium, like queuing to get in, and they just could not get in. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys! Like,
yeah, and then like the beer thing.
oh, that's
Like
I feel like that kind of like
that was staged. They knew they were going to cancel it.
yeah, but
am
I crazy or did you guys also like were you guys also under that assumption like 2 months ago? Like I just thought that was a thing forever, and they're saying it's like 2 days.
I was surprised. But did you see that like in the suites they still have alcohol? Like
yeah,
if
the
you're in one of the
19,000
press boxes, like
yeah,
you just pay enough money and you're above the law. I mean,
yeah, that's the
it's how the
problem.
world works.
It's not about morals at all. Like if it was like, oh yeah, like we just don't allow alcohol, it'd be one thing. Like but the fact that you have to pay £20,000 to get it is outrageous.
It's like, oh, getting a suite and like who cares at that point? But
well, have you guys seen the FIFA documentary?
No,
I didn't watch it. I need to. I will before the next pod. Let's watch it before the next pod.
Yeah, we can dive into that in the next episode. But dude, crazy.
Yeah, Seth.
Even this new guy. Did you see what the new guy said?
Yeah. He's like, I am homosexual. I am Qatari. I am feeling gay. I am a migrant worker. Like, all right, bro.
He really thought he did something with that whole speech.
I know.
He like wrote that back. He was like talking in the mirror, talking himself up, and then he just went out there, and it was just like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Then today he was like, I could see a future where North Korea hosts a World Cup.
Oh my god, no way, did he?
Bro's lost the plot, man. Bro's lost the plot.
Yeah, listen, no, that's outrageous.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they did play one in Nazi Germany, did they not?
They did, but that was like
I'm pretty sure that was the Olympics
morals and
though.
shit.
No, you're right. That was the Olympics.
Oh, was the
Jesse
Olympics.
38.
Shout out Jesse Owens.
Owens.
Winning in front of Hitler, sticking it up his hoop. Fuck
yeah, that was dope.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
The World Cup locations have all been little.
I mean, Russia was the last one.
China wasn't China before that. Wasn't China?
No. That was
We're
Brazil.
talking about world,
and then
it was
South
Africa.
I mean, yeah,
South Africa, Brazil, Russia.
Brazil was questionable too. They didn't have the infrastructure either. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
they had the
you
culture,
guys
but they
watch,
didn't really have the infrastructure.
You guys got to watch the FIFA documentary.
Okay.
You'll dive more into this.
We'll revisit.
Yeah. Next game.
Well, I just want to end on this
Lions.
note. I just want to end on this note. Qatar might be the worst team I've ever seen put on kits in a World Cup ever. They're terrible.
Dude, they had 3 months playing together to prepare for this.
Like they weren't playing with their club teams; they've just been playing as a national team.
Didn't they lose
to a third tier English team 1-0 a couple months ago?
I have no idea.
I swear I saw them play
but that would not surprise me.
I swear, boys.
But that can segue into what Maresh was saying, the England game. Speaking of bad teams.
Bad teams.
I was gonna say Iran was bad.
Oh,
terrible.
Yeah, England, the Three Lions took care of business, showing everybody that it's called football, not soccer. Hell of a game. I mean, my favorite tweet during the game was this guy exposed Liverpool hard. He was like, showed a screenshot of Chelsea tweeting about Sterling, United about Rashford, City about Grealish, Arsenal about Saka, and then it shows the tweet of Liverpool and it goes, hashtag on this day in 2015, Martin Skirtle did this against Man City.
Yeah,
they had no player representation on the pitch. It was awesome.
I mean, I guess I was thinking about that earlier because, I mean, if you want to give them the links to Jude, I mean, he's their closest player right now. But we had a City score, we had double Saka, we had Sterling, we had Rashford, and Maguire
and Shaw
didn't have anything.
assists.
Yeah. You had the Man U assists. Not bad. Not bad showing from the top 6. I mean,
I'm just trying to think: are Liverpool ever
missing
going to have
Spurs,
that
honestly,
moment?
but fuck Spurs.
Who the fuck does Liverpool even have in the tournament? They don't have Salah. They don't have Firmino. They have Jota.
Virgil.
They don't have Mane.
Virgil.
Oh, Mane's in Bayern. I forgot
Trent
about
was
that.
on the
But yeah,
fucking
Virgil.
bench today.
Yeah,
Shambles.
just
He
Virgil.
deserves the bench.
Virgil's a captain.
Shambles. They're in shambles, is my point.
Virgil had a decent 2 headers,
He had that
but he missed both of them.
Yeah.
He cleared one shot away. But then he
But-
fell asleep. We'll get to that later.
Yeah,
but I
we'll
mean,
get there.
all of the England goals looked pretty good.
Mhm.
Rashford looked really confident with the ball. Sterling's goal was insanely difficult. I couldn't believe he put that in. Saka, 2 great goals. His second one, everyone was like, "Yeah, it was a great goal," but it was a deflection. Like he did,
Yeah.
the ball did look like it was maybe going wide. Then it went in off the guy's leg.
That's
But it was
the
a
way-
great move.
way the
He went
cookie
onto his
crumbles,
left
Rush.
foot, confidence.
The way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, it was a great goal. I'm not taking anything away from it. But where I'm going with this is, I think it's going
I
to be
found
really
the English
tough.
team, by the way, real quick. Before we hop into England real hard, just hit Qatar one last time. I believe on June 21st, they played Linfield, and they lost 1-0.
Sounds like a town in like suburban Indiana. Damn, they're down bad.
I don't even know what Linfield is. I've never heard of them.
Yeah,
so
that's terrible.
Same.
continue.
Yeah, but I was going to say this is the best England team I think we've seen in our lifetime.
Yeah, I think in terms of like actually quality on the pitch wise, yeah. But I think it's
Well,
hard to judge until they do anything in the tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So I got receipts. You know,
Mhm.
how would I say something without some proof? So today they started a 4-2-3-1. Pickford at the back, irrelevant.
Maguire,
Trippier,
not in a 3-back.
Stones, Maguire, Shalberto, Carlos,
Relax.
Bellingham and Rice, Saka, Mount Sterling, and then Kane up top. And then they had Grealish, Rashford, Foden. I don't really rate Eric Dyer, but Callum Wilson as well. All come off the bench. That's a lot of talent.
Yeah, they got it in spades.
Compared,
Like we sit here and joke
compare-
about Trent, but like having Trent as an option off the bench at right back, like
exactly.
And they're
You know what I
missing
mean?
Reese.
And they're missing Reese, and they've got Kyle Walker on the bench. They were missing James Madison. Like,
Yeah.
probably the best era of
They've
talent.
got a
for
lot of
England in a long time.
strikers who were left out of the squad, too. Like, pretty decent
Exactly.
ones. Like, right below the cut.
Tamori didn't make this squad.
yeah. What do you guys think
compared
about
to,
Harry
like,
Kane
20
today?
I mean, he set up that
I
really
don't-
good Sterling goal.
I don't.
You don't?
I'm not saying anything about
You
it.
don't? You don't? I'm just hey.
Nah, I didn't see shit from him, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing that excited me at all.
if there was a game in the
That
group
fucking
stages
bum.
where you could have like expected, like especially when they're scoring,
Raise your
quads and
transfer
quads
value
and
a little bit.
goals, you would expect, I don't know, your main talisman to get in the numbers. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
like he's bad.
He did win the Golden Boot at the last one, scoring
Dude, fucking
5 goals. In the
Alba
group
won a
stage.
Golden Boot 2 years ago. I don't care.
World Cup
Okay,
Golden
groups-
Boot's a big deal.
My bad. I thought we were talking EPOs.
No. World Cup Golden Boot's a big deal.
No, yeah, that's fair. I'll give him that.
But he
Didn't
did score
fucking Giroud-
5. He scored 5 in the group stage, 3 against Tunisia. Panama. 3.
Okay, but come on.
No, but that's I'm
Hey,
just saying.
yeah. I mean, he has to score on those games. Get
And his
tally
other
up.
one in the
Fucking
knockouts
prick.
was a penalty against Colombia. But
Classic.
hey,
Foden
But-
not starting was big though. I think
I thought that was
Saka and Mount
crazy.
starting over Foden,
I feel like
pretty crazy.
I feel like Saka and Sterling benefit England more. Almost like I feel like that's a better wing.
No,
combination
Sterling
for
was
England.
in. I'm saying Mount and Saka.
Mount
Sterling
over
has a
Foden.
spot.
Oh wow. Let's
Foden's one of the
let's
top
relax.
scorers in the Prem.
Let's relax a little there. The most slandered man maybe in the history of soccer. I thought he played
Ooh.
fine today. Mason
I'm
Mount.
not saying he didn't. I'm not making that point. I was saying Sterling is in regardless for me, and I think you could throw Foden in over
Mason
Mason or
Mount.
Saka. At least in the
Mason-
past, he has.
But I feel like Saka's a better fit for their team. Like, I don't know. There's something about Foden where I feel like he's not like that guy for England.
I'm tricking you into saying so many nice things about Saka.
No, listen. This is the thing. We got into that little text spat earlier about bottle jobs. Never once did I say Bukayo Saka was bad. Never once. He is a tremendous footballer. Tremendous.
Do you want to say what you said? Do you want to say what you called him? I said your official wording.
I could
put them all in there.
I'm gonna have to dig a little deep in the messages, but I can get the exact quote here for you in just a second. I
don't know why you didn't include Sancho in that. You just said fucking Rashford and Saka. But...
Well, because you guys are united in Sancho. What am I gonna start making fun of?
I'm sorry. What team does he play for?
No, but like, what am I gonna start making fun of equipment managers next? Like, the guy doesn't fucking play.
Okay.
The guy literally.
Bro, you're the reason he deleted social media, bro.
Listen.
He knew the camp man.
He saw my old football Twitter accounts, burners, just tweeting Jadon Sancho is the next Memphis Depay every day, and he was like, "I'm out of here. This guy's on to me." But
I mean, yeah, we're not going to talk about flops.
You find your text?
No, you guys got me on a different side tangent, but
we haven't texted that much today. Oh, that team is Linfield is a Northern Ireland Football League Premiership team. So,
oh my god,
not great.
Okay, so the initial text that blew up the group chat was notorious bottler for England. Good to see him do something.
He said that about Saka. Second goal. And then Rashford scored.
Second text comes in, him and all caps, Rashford. Notorious bomb.
Yeah, so he threw Rashford in because he just scored too, right?
Yeah.
It was like, double bottle. Here it goes. Double bottle, boys.
I don't think anything I said was that, like, egregious. They both bottled. They both bottled.
I don't think Notorious.
I mean,
Notorious?
One penalty.
Notorious?
Okay. Maybe that's
Saka's a notorious bottle job?
Maybe it's the wrong word. Noteworthy.
Okay, and then the next word you said wasn't great either.
Noteworthy bottlers. Roberto Baggio, great footballer. Noteworthy bottler. Missed the penalty to lose the World Cup for Italy. These are just facts. And until they do something...
I'm not throwing any label on...
Until they do something...
On the star 19? He was. He's 21 now.
Listen, until they do something to change the public perception, like, that's their most notable moment in an England shirt. Like, that's just a fact.
Okay.
All right, first of all,
am of the opinion that I believe many other Arsenal fans are in, and we don't hold that against him at all, because he was honestly a little too young. He was not ready for the moment.
Then he should have made the squad. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, if
he should definitely have made the squad.
It's like the Donald
Southgate
Trump
picked poorly.
It's like the Donald Trump.
Southgate
These lights are too bright. These lights are too bright. Turn them down.
He's a 19-year-old, bro, and you gave him a fucking Euro final PK. Like, I'm sorry he missed, but he's not a notorious.
He got subbed on in the 54th minute. He didn't know he was taking a penalty.
All right. First of all, I need to clear some things.
Give it to Sterling. Give it to Grealish. Like,
go off.
Are they not senior players?
One, the first time. The most impactful moment Rashford has on the pitch is when he sunned Mbappe in Paris in the Pink United kit. Let's not forget about that.
I said in an England shirt, to be fair.
He did.
Just want to make sure that
for England.
Okay, but he did sun Mbappe. Just want to throw that up.
I mean,
which is why it was so weird, because he said for England, and again, how many games has Saka fucking played for England? He is a child.
That's relevant, James. When it's
and you're like, okay, nothing since Euros matter. It's like, okay, whatever.
That's
Second,
relevant.
I'm taking James's side. The older guys on the England squad at the Euros should have stepped up in that moment and taken the.
But they weren't on the.
It was not meant for Rashford and Saka.
Yes, they were.
There was like 4 or 5. Yes, Sterling could have.
And Sterling was on the pitch.
Sterling was not on the pitch for sure.
Yes, he was. He was not subbed out. I checked earlier today. He played the whole time.
All right. I thought I looked earlier and he could have taken one. All right, I guess
he didn't.
I gotta re-pull it up.
They should have taken those PKs.
I was at work fucking searching like 2018.
Yeah, you think
England
that's
versus
bad?
Italy.
I was in a fucking car in like North Carolina, fighting for my life over this one Bukayo Saka text, and I'm like looking at all these
Because
things.
you said notorious bottle job, and I will not stand for that. I'll stand for my boy.
I mean,
If for some reason
that is a noteworthy
Arsenal come back from the World Cup break and they don't score any goals and then they lose, they fall to like 6, I'll back you on him being.
But he said for
notorious
England.
battler.
He said for
this
England.
is the thing. This is the thing.
That's irrelevant, Maresh.
This is the thing.
If you're a notorious bottler, you bottle in everything you do. You don't just do
Okay,
that one
no,
aspect.
No, that's not what he
Even
that's
in the
not what
group
he was
chat,
saying at all.
I said this as soon as you guys started nitpicking the word noteworthy or notorious. I started trying to think of other ways to say it.
Word to
He is a
use.
noteworthy bottler. His biggest moment in an England shirt is a bottle job. Plain and simple. He got a penalty in the Euro Cup final. If he scored, they were still alive. He fucking missed. He fucking missed.
I think to label someone, they need to have a pattern of doing such a habit. They can't just be like one big.
But okay, so
Sorry.
like I don't know. I'm trying to think of another.
Do you know what the word notorious means?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to read you the definition.
Yeah, I sent the
Famous or
definition.
well known,
I sent the.
typically for some bad quality or deed.
Is that not a bad deed?
He missed one penalty.
But that doesn't say like bad deeds. If it was plural, I'd tip
People
my
don't
cap.
even remember that
I'd
as
tip
much
my
as they
cap
remember
if
the
it was plural,
response to
Maresh.
that.
If you guys want to get
response to him
semantical, I'll
missing
get
the
even more
penalty.
semantical.
It's semantic.
Go get more semantical.
We can dig deep. I'll dig as deep as I can.
This boy has
Dig
a fucking
deep.
bronze shovel, bro. Let's
No,
go.
I'm not gonna.
Bro's
sit
like
here
in his
while you guys
fucking, like-
get on your knees and gargle the cocks of your favorite players when they fucking miss penalties in the Euro Cup final. That happened. That's a fact. That's a bottle job.
First
Oh.
of all, my favorite player for England is
He's
the
just saying
fridge.
this because fucking Jorginho is on the other side, bro.
Jorginho scores that penalty to win the Euros. He wins Ballon d'Or. He wins Golden Ball. He wins everything. Everything. That penalty fucked him. Trust me.
Did he?
He's my favorite Chelsea player. Fucked him.
Ooh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
Not
that's pretty
Reece?
unfortunate.
That's someone who doesn't know ball.
Not Reese?
That's just somebody who doesn't know.
You like Jorginho more than Reese?
I maybe in recent years I would say give Reece James the nod, but I would say
You said your favorite
Jorginho
player.
under Frank Lampard. The first year of Frank Lampard became my favorite
Okay.
Chelsea player.
If we're being semantical.
God damn semantic.
No, listen, I'm more than happy to clear their names if they do something big in this cup. Saka's got 2 goals. Rashford's got 1. They're already on the path. They score some games in some knockout stages, I'll remove the tag altogether. You know what I mean?
I love how you
We'll just do
flip.
that.
I love how you
They
flipped,
score
too,
against,
in the group
like,
chat.
They score against like Spain or Spain or fraud. They score against like
Dude,
Germans or someone like that.
I think they're going to have an easy. I think this next USA game is going to be the hardest they're going to have to compete in the rest of the group stage.
Yeah,
But
we'll get into the American.
then they can wank off for fucking Wales. But let's touch on Senegal, Netherlands, and we'll get to the main event.
What a
where I'm
boring
sure.
fucking game, fellas.
Yeah, first,
Yeah, it was dope.
I wanna make sure that your boy Big Ed gets the respect he deserves from going from an unknown player to FIFA goalkeeper of the year to absolutely irrelevant in a 3-year span.
He got a bad spell of injuries this season, and Kepa came in and played well, so that's nothing to his fault. Champions League winner, Edouard Mendy.
Yeah, an absolute bottler today versus Netherlands.
Notorious.
I'd be
Notorious
lying if
bottle.
I sat here and said I saw either of the Netherlands goals. We had pulled over to eat lunch or something with my uncle, and I missed it.
On the side of the road, like a fucking animal.
He missed a punch like
This guy's eating roadkill.
Jesus. He missed the punch on the Gakpo header, and then the Klaassen one was like what he saved
first
it.
header
It was
was
a
great.
it was a good header, but Mendy had the opportunity for the punch.
No, he
missed
did.
it.
Yeah.
The next goal was like, who was it? Bergwijn passed it over to the blonde dude Clausen, I think. He
Mhm,
shot it
Clausen.
right at Mendy, stops it, rebound goes right back to the player.
Listen, I
And he
had no
shoots it
qualms.
again at Mendy, and then
You want
Mendy
to know why I
tips
had
it, and
no
it goes right in.
qualms, Maresh? I had Netherlands -1.5 covered in the back door.
Oh.
Love that.
Okay, nice.
Love that.
It's not
Oh.
bad.
Verge, by the way, he had that good header on that shot by Ismail Yassar. But boy, oh boy,
Decent.
Verge just falling asleep when they're passing it around in the back and almost just handing
He's
Senegal a goal. It was almost calamitous. That was, I mean, the guy's got to pay attention.
Yeah. Did you see what the Senegal coach said?
Oh, we had a great team on paper, but too bad we played the game on grass.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that guy's a baller. That guy is a baller. Having a Cisse,
That was
I
so
believe is
fucking
his last
awesome.
name. Having watched
Yeah.
having paid attention to as much AFCON as I did, guys.
In the weeds.
Guy is a baller. I almost bet
You're
Senegal.
You're our AFCON correspondent for
I
sure.
would say you're a man in the streets in AFCON.
He's out there,
I
bro.
thought Senegal played well though. Like it didn't. Like they played very well. I thought
Yeah.
for what they had to do. Like they were
For what the
absorbing
scoreline
pressure.
ended up being, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Dutch are a good team. They just don't have any attacking fire.
They're not super explosive, no.
Like they
Yeah,
have
they're missing the
no
Arjen Robbins or the Van Persies of yesteryear.
no attacking firepower, and that's the problem they ran into in the Euros. They ran it, and like in the Euros, Delic got sent off, and then Patrick Schick took over because he was on fire.
Yeah.
But like,
Well,
Yeah.
Memphis Depay and Steven Bergwijn aren't winning you anything.
well, Depay was the
I don't
best
think
goal scorer in
did Depay play?
qualification, but
I think he was on there at
Who?
on the Gakpo goal.
who?
Depay.
He got subbed on in the second half. He was Van Gaal said before the that's another note. I love that Louis Van Gaal is the manager of Netherlands again. Love that. Like he just like went to United, sucked, and just ended back at his old job, just coaching the national team. You gotta love it. Also, I believe this is the first. Or I think they said on the broadcast today that there are the most native coaches to their countries in this World Cup. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm not even sure if they said
Didn't
that
they
on-
say a native coach has never won?
I think this
World
year
Cup?
though there are more native coaches.
Or no,
than
has
ever.
it been a non-native coach has never won? It's one of those two stats.
I would say the non-native coach probably.
Yeah, it
Let's
would
see
seem
who
to,
won the last
especially with
World
like the
Cup.
early ones.
France.
Well, no, yeah,
Brigade
because Yogi
champs.
Low for Germany won in 2014. He's German,
Okay, so it's probably only natives.
which I
speaking
think is
of-
kind of a crazy
wait,
move.
I gotta.
Like you got to
I
be
got a
kind of
coach
crazy
tie.
to like. I think back to like the Jurgen Klinsmann days of the U.S. You got to be kind of absurd to like trust a foreigner to
Yeah,
come
I know.
in and take over your national team like that. Like it's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Germans are very efficient when they take things over.
Well,
so-
Jurgen
Well, it's
Klinsmann
the USA team. too.
changed U.S. soccer.
They had no other options at that point.
Yeah.
I personally am forever grateful for Jurgen Klinsmann, but
No, 100%. Did they say the Iranian national team coach has a Man U tie during the game today?
does he?
I don't know.
He
about
either
that.
like played or was an assistant coach or something. They were talking about him and his time with Man U.
Hmm.
Let me look that up real
Interesting.
quick. You guys can babble a
Yeah.
little more.
Well, while you look that up, speaking of non-native coaches, how do you feel about your boy Tommy Tuchel saying he's up for the England job if the call comes his way?
Really? Has he
Mhm.
been in the news?
He's been in the news.
I mean, he would try if England played Tuchel ball. I say this with all legitimacy: best team in the world, easily, handed.
he wants his baby boy Reese back.
He does want his baby boy Reese back, but like, do I really envision England having the center backs to play a back three? No. I think Harry Maguire in a back
They
three.
did. Wait a sec. They did in 2018. They played Maguire, Stones, and Walker
Yeah.
at the back three.
Did they? All right. Well,
Yeah.
nah,
And then they
shows
played
what I know.
or like
Shows
Deere
what I know.
or Cody.
They-
And they went to the
3-5-2.
semifinal. They went to the semifinal.
Yeah.
So he was Iranian's coach was an assistant under Fergie at two different times,
Okay.
Interesting.
and maybe managed Real Madrid for a brief amount.
Whoa, that's wild.
There-
In between the two stints of being an assistant at Man U, he was a Real manager.
What's his name?
In 0304. Carlos Queiroz. Queiroz.
Okay.
Interesting.
But he
Sounds-
coached Portugal U20s, the Portugal national team, Sporting, New York, New Jersey Metro Stars. Then went some team I have no idea.
Yes, the Metro Stars.
Then the UAE international team. Then South Africa international team. Then he was Fergie's assistant. Real, Fergie's assistant.
When was he the South Africa coach? World Cup?
2000 to 2002.
Oh.
Yeah, and then Portugal coach 08 to 10. Iran's coach for 8 years. Colombia for a year. Egypt for a year. And now he's back.
So
at
he's the
Iran.
Portugal coach for the 2010 World Cup.
Yes,
Okay.
Bro is just bouncing around.
he's all over the place.
Speaking of Iran, just because you brought them up again, I don't think I've ever been suckered by like reading Twitter hype more on a team. Oh, they press so well. Oh, their direct passes are so well. Like all these things they did so well in the qualifying. They come out today and they were not good. Not good.
I no
It's against England,
disrespect to Iran. I think that England just looked really good.
Yeah, we'll see how they
I'm
play
not-
against like us and Wales.
See, I'm on the flip side of that, Maresh. I think England looked
You're calling
great.
it. You're putting.
I thought no, England looked great, but like it wasn't like they were being challenged or anything. I didn't think they had to like overcome anything to win that game. Like they won that game.
No,
handed.
they knew they were gonna. They played like they were gonna win that
Mm-hmm.
game. The toughest they were challenged was on that first goal by Iran,
Mm-hmm.
and that was an
That was sick, by the
insane
way.
pass. That was a beautiful pass and a great shot. Fair play.
Fair play. Right over his
That
head,
was the
right
only-
on the bar.
That was the only time I saw them get close to being challenged in that entire 90 minutes.
I
The
mean,
penalty
besides the
was a
second
gimme.
goal.
That
It was a
penalty.
gimme.
I mean, talk
Yeah,
about
it was.
like Ethan Camps. I mean, I've just been taking cock punches all week. Guess who live bet?
Whoa.
Guess who live bet England minus 4.5 and just
Brother,
had to watch John Stones like
expand
fucking-
upon that statement. You
Listen,
can't just say that you've been getting punched in the cock. all
Yeah,
week, man.
yeah.
I was
Give us
more
the
so-
highlights.
I mean, it wasn't a very literal statement. I mean, I guess depends on how you view it.
But
But
you were
like,
Disney. I didn't know if a bunch
Yeah, I
of kids
hope.
were punching you in the nuts.
They're
I
about nut
actually,
level,
yeah,
so.
that's actually my kink. Is I just like to have people in
Jeez.
in actual
Yo,
giant
don't bring
costumes.
kids into your kink, bro.
Don't bring kids.
Put
Don't bring
heel-
kids into
high
your
Bring
heels
kink.
on
Disney
and
into your
stomp on
kink,
my
bro.
ball. That's what I
Oh.
like. That's what I
I
like.
disavow Ethan right here. I disavow.
Just seeing how much money I had to slide that mouse to stomp on my ball. It's crazy.
Jeez.
But yeah, I
That mouse make you feel big, doesn't it, boy?
oh boy. Oh boy.
So do you wanna segue into the main event for you today, Eth?
I mean, in
Disney
just
review?
a weekend that cannot go right for Ethan Camps. In a weekend that
Oh, yeah.
cannot go right at all. I
Did you
have
see the
to,
stat about your Jets before we get into this? They averaged like 2.2 inches per grass.
Per,
I
yeah,
would
per
per
I would
play.
prefer not to talk about the Jets. I actually
That was a stinker.
No, that's the after chat. That's the after chat. We'll
yeah,
get to some
yeah, I would
NFL
prefer
shit.
not to talk about the Jets, but
All
we
right.
can
Talk
if
on-
you really want to fuck.
Talk on the USA national.
Yeah,
team.
speak
Um,
on this USA.
I sent a text not to you
Big
guys,
man ting.
but to like my home friends, and I said after the first half, no exaggeration, this is the best half of football I've ever seen an American men's side play. No bullshit.
Low bar.
I've watched so much US, like real ones know staying up for the Gold Cup that was at like 1 a.m. where Mexico beat us 4-1 and fucking, I forget his name, Chip Tim Howard from a ridiculous, like real ones remember those moments. Real ones remember watching Eddie Johnson in World Cup qualifying in 2014. Like I've watched
Fucking
so
Michael
much
Bradley.
US soccer, and that first half was the most quality football I have ever seen an American side play. They were moving the ball fluently. They were fucking winning the ball back. They were in the Wales half the entire time. Tim Weah scored. People arguing. I said this in the group chat. I blessed him by posting him on my story. People, not me, but people, they're arguing I did.
Mad
He
heads.
scored.
Dude.
Pulisic, listen.
Listen.
when he wasn't flailing around crying about shit. Yeah, he played well.
Limping around.
Well, Wales got away with murder today. Murder. Anytime an American like breathed on a Welsh player, it was a yellow card. And then
those refs were bad.
The Wales players would assassinate Pulisic anytime he turned on the ball, and they got away with like 3 or 4 of them before they ever got fucking booked. It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy. All Qatari ref squad. Arguably, are they trying to suppress freedom?
My mind too,
are they trying to suppress freedom? That's my question.
I was watching it. I didn't think sequester freedom. I thought like,
suppress.
Are they just kind of giving it to the Westerners for a sec here?
They let England run it up. I mean, it's against Wales. It's not their Anglo team. Like, fuck.
I think like it's a lesser of two evils, right? Around
England,
Wales.
No, dude. England colonized the whole world. Like, I get that we did a whole like nuke thing, like on Japan, but they literally colonized and enslaved most of the world and like took all their nice stuff. So I don't know. I think they're still kind of the worst evil.
The world got their
Long
revenge.
run.
English people are like fat, pale, and like have buck
Suck
teeth,
at
like,
soccer.
Oy.
But the U.S. game was a tale of two halves.
It ain't it.
Was a cookie cutter tale of two halves. They looked tired.
That was a classic CONCACAF game, low key.
Yeah,
like USA versus Panama.
They looked.
We have a good first half, and then we just fucking do some dumb shit.
They played like Man U in the second half. If you want to like give a comparison, like Man U with a lead,
little self burn.
I think Zimmerman is a good center back for us, but that was one of the stupidest challenges I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, easy.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
My boy
Bale, his back was to the net. Why would you make that
so fucking dumb? Right between his legs.
He tried sliding
my boy
between his legs
me
to get the ball. Like, what are you doing?
Literally, my friend that played soccer was
players
who
know not to do that.
He was a defender. He's literally like, he texted me as soon as that shit happened. I haven't texted him all day about the games, and he goes, "Terrible tackle. I would never do that." I was like, dude, I know.
One of the first things you learn.
Yeah, like, come on, you're in the box, man. Stay on your feet.
It just puts the Americans.
Can we talk about the subs?
Dude, before you talk about the subs, Tyler Adams, class player.
What a game.
Start to finish.
What a game.
Captain.
Captain, he came out, he showed why he was the captain. He was everywhere. He was involved in everything. So hats off to him. That was I enjoyed watching
winning back the ball every time in the middle of the park, showing up at crucial times. I will say this: the unsung hero of the game is Acosta, Keelan Acosta, LAFC. Just assassinated
Bale when he was about to...
Yeah, just killed him. Because Matt Turner, I mean, it was one of those where the defender, I forget who it was in pursuit, probably would have gotten there, but like Matt Turner wasn't taking any chances. I thought we were about to see, not to the exact quality of it, but like sort of like a Joe Hart Zlatan Ibrahimovic thing. I thought
we were going to get it for sure.
I was really
on my feet.
It.
I was like, oh no.
I was like, well, I'm just going to fucking kill myself. But yeah, great tackle.
Great tackle.
Turner had that one real nice save though. He like,
listen, there was far too much showmanship, or not like gamesmanship, not showmanship, gamesmanship on both sides with like these fucking falling down stretch. Like Ethan Ampadu did it right after fucking
making Ethans look bad.
We don't need any more Ethans to do that. With this one does it for himself.
Current Chelsea lad, I believe he's on loan. But listen, once he cut off his dreadlocks, he got bad. That's a fact. I just listen.
That's fair.
We should have gotten 3 points. We didn't get 3 points. We moved to the next one. That's the thing about the World Cup. We gotta hope. Like now, we just gotta root for England in the games that we don't play them. You know what I mean? Like they have to beat Wales. We need Iran and Wales to tie theoretically, or Iran to beat. We have to root against Wales, root for England type of thing now.
Dude, it's going to be a dogfight for that second spot.
It's gonna be a dogfight, Maresh.
Because I don't think any USA, Wales, or Iran Iran already lost, but I don't think USA or Wales are beating England.
I think Iran's out for sure. I mean, already with the goal
Yeah,
difference.
I'm saying
they're not doing
the
shit.
second spot is tough.
It's shaping up a lot to be like 2010, where we drew the first game against England 1-1. We drew the second game against the Slovenians 2-2 after being down 2-0. Should have won that game 3-2, but weird ghost offsides call, neither here nor there. And then we scored a 90th minute winner against Algeria. Like I think the Iran game for the Americans is going to be a lot tougher than people think, mostly because like even today we only had one shot on target. Like that can't happen. Like,
I mean, we drew the Saudis recently.
Like you can't.
0-0.
That's friendlies. Like,
I know it's a warm up, but come the fuck on.
If we want to talk about friendlies, little 2010 Rentschler Field, home of the Utah Huskies. Ethan was at a pre-World Cup friendly, USA versus Czech Republic.
Ethan Abadu?
We lost 4-2. Went to the round of 16. So like I don't take too much stock in pre-tournament friendlies.
Yeah,
But this
I
is
think
a game
it's
we
going to
have
be
to
tough.
win, fellas. This was a game we had to
I think
win.
realistically, it's going to come down to goal differential or whoever can get points off England.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and you know what?
That's the
And
name of
I
the game.
hate to say it, but I think Wales are the more likely to get points off of England just because it's almost like a derby game. Like those players are going to get the fuck up for that game, no matter their quality. They're going to get up for it. It's going to be a tough fought game. It happened in the 26. It happened
USA
in the
is going to get up for
2016
England.
Euros where it was a
We'll
close
get up
fought
too.
game.
Yeah, I think USA will get up for England. I think they will.
Well, we all know the
Dude,
U.S. loves to get up for anything against England, so.
I know, like I'm watching the news and they're like the game of the tournament, and I'm like, but you don't know shit. Why are you calling this the game of the tournament?
Yeah, for him.
It's like creating propaganda for nothing.
But
But
it just felt like a wasted opportunity today.
It
boys.
was definitely.
No Gio Reyna. Didn't sub him in. What the
that
fuck's
was
the
bad.
problem? What the fuck's the
Listen.
problem? That's the dog. That's the guy right there.
They subbed
He's
on
got
Jordan
that
Morris.
cold blood. He's got that ice in his veins.
I couldn't believe they subbed on Jordan Morris.
That was embarrassing.
I could not believe it. And I like fucking Rob Stone or whatever that schmuck's name. Like he's terrible at commentating. He's like talking about like as they're subbing him on. Oh, he scored the winner in the 2017 Gold Cup. He scored the winner at
I threw a
Stanford.
Canadian stream on so I could avoid fucking Alexi Lalas's bitch
Thank
ass.
you. I was just about to say, I've already had it up to here with fucking Alexi Lalas. He was the worst.
Fuck that guy. I'm watching TSN, the sports network, baby.
Bro,
Canadian
it's been
shit. Let's
so
go.
Brutal. He's so annoying.
I just listen.
He's terrible. He's terrible. My roommate walked in. I was watching the first game, Qatar Ecuador. I was like, dude, I fucking hate this announcer. And he didn't even know which one it was. And then he stayed there. He doesn't watch soccer. He stayed there for like 30 minutes. He's like, is this the one you're talking about? Because I understand why you fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, I don't even know what he's talking about, but he's like a
stupid.
fucking prick.
Because
Like,
it's like the other two
such
games.
a pompous ass.
The other two games today, the first game was Ian Dark and Landon Donovan, who were pretty good together. Like Landon Donovan, I
Yeah.
think this is his first time kind of being a color commentator on a big stage, and he was good. Ian Dark's been commentating World Cups for ESPN forever, so that was fine. Second game, you get Derek Ray, who everybody knows now because of FIFA, and he like knows a shit ton about like German and like all these European soccer leagues and stuff. So he's very knowledgeable. I forget the girl, Ali Wagner, I think was the girl with him. She was fine too. But then you get to this fucking game and you have Rob Stone and fucking Stuart fucking Holden. Listening to Stuart Holden talk about soccer just like as if he was ever anything drives me nuts.
Yeah. Well, I think they're probably going to put those two on the call for the U.S. games from here.
Oh
on
yeah.
out,
Oh, they're going to be calling the final too, Maresh. You best believe.
I think
Oh, God.
I think it's funny how the U.S. just kind of like throws other famous athletes that are interested in soccer into commentating soccer. Like we have like fucking Ocho Cinco and like Steve Nash talking about a game. It's like, all right, boys, like
Oh my god. Well, that was I don't know if you guys remember this, but the Champions League briefly was on TNT. And their halftime show was like Steve
Oh,
Nash, Tim.
Yeah,
out.
dude. I think
It's
that's
like,
what I'm talking
what
about. It
the
was
fuck, man.
it was just like foreign players of other sports, like in the U.S.
Like it's so
Bro, Steve Nash is hardly foreign. He's Canadian.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying, but like that's
You
like
know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's what the U.S. does. They reach out to Canadian. They're like, oh, you're not
no,
from here.
but it's
No, he's
like
got foreign influence.
they see one clip of Steve Nash juggling a fucking basketball like a soccer ball, and they're like, "Yep, that's our guy."
I mean, Kobe, I would have listened to. I would have listened to Kobe do anything, but
Bro lived in Italy.
he
I'd
lived
give him
in
his
Italy though,
flowers.
so yeah, I'll give him that.
I just,
But yeah, Ocho Cinco just plays FIFA, and they're like, "Bro, fucking throw him in here." Dude.
Dude, he showed up at my buddy's apartment in Chicago. He was like, "I'm in Chicago. Anybody want to smoke in FIFA?" And this kid I know was like,
He was like, "Yeah."
come." And he was like, "All right, DM me your address. I'll be there in like 30 minutes." Literally showed up, gave him money, and then my friend claims he smoked Ocho Cinco in FIFA. And then Ocho like literally made him like was like, "I'm gonna tell everyone I won, and you will not dispute it."
Are you breaking NDA right now?
Russia's gonna get a
You're
fucking C and D from
Ocho,
Cinco,
bro, we're gonna get a
LLC.
fucking cease and desist.
No, but
Come at me. Ocho will get you on the show.
But that's a Bleacher Report.
Yeah, come on the pod.
Because
Explain your
Bleacher
side of the
Report,
story.
Bleacher Report employ Ocho Cinco because you'll see it not even just in soccer. Like I'll be watching a UFC press conference and it'll be next question over here. Like the one I remember.
He does gambling for
the one I remember very vividly was Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal too, and it's like Ocho Cinco gets up there and he's like, Jorge Masvidal, I'm gonna bet you money line. How confident do you feel? And it's just like, dude, what are you fucking talking about? Like they don't want to hear about your fucking bet.
Did you see him today? The video of him, he was wearing like like what the sheiks wear, like
the
headdress thing, and he was chanting, "We call it soccer now. We call it soccer now," or something like stupid like that.
Like it's
this
called.
This is why everybody hates us.
He was wearing everyone had U.S. jersey around him, and he was wearing a Bayern kit. You see that?
Yeah.
It was like Ocho Cinco leading the fans with the "It's called soccer" chant or something. It's like, all right,
we've just found it. We've gone from "I believe that we will win" to "It's soccer now." Like,
I honestly,
how much more?
Listen, I kind of fuck with the "It's soccer now" thing because like it's just funny. Like it just like because every other country gets so mad at it, but we're just over here like the American soccer now. Like it's so dumb. Like it's so dumb, and they get so mad about it. But it's like the lowest effort possible. And
it's like if we went abroad and they told us like, oh, it's 10 kilometers away, we're like, how many fucking miles?
Like
Dude?
if
no,
we
it's
end
miles
up,
now.
If we
it's
end
miles
up,
now.
If we end up somehow beating England, like they will never hear the end of it. Like it'll be like, yep, soccer.
Streets will never forget.
Streets will never forget. Well, they drew England.
I mean, they fucking started the soccer shit. Those pricks.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Before we transition to the next part of the show, we have an ad today.
Oh,
We've got another ad.
Look at this.
We've got a sample of some art. This is Old Trafford drawn.
Oh.
Can't see it very well, but it looks good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, your
looks great,
camera's focuses it.
Oh shit! It looks clear.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll post a pic. We'll post a pic.
Go to Handben's Art, or what's it? Etsy.com/Handben's Art.
How much are you paying you for this promo?
Use promo code blokes10.
Is this spelled correctly or incorrectly?
Hey, brother. It's spelled correctly. I learned how to spell at episode 2.
Okay, I like that.
So yes. But
Handben's
where
Art.
do I want to go next? Let's go to tomorrow. We've got 4 games slated, which will, when the episode comes out, it'll be today. So it'll be Argentina versus the Saudis at 5 a.m. Like Ethan alluded to earlier, an absolute crime that Messi is playing at 5 a.m. They just don't want to see us watch the GOAT. No. I think that Argentina are minus 750 to win.
Well, who was it?
What's Messi to score?
I always forget. I want to.
I don't know.
It was either Iran or Saudi Arabia in the last World Cup.
Saudi.
So it was Saudi in the last one.
Yeah, in the 91st minute.
They gave them a hell of a game. Like
they did.
If you're out here, I think No, I think this Argentinian team's better than they were last World Cup. But I just
100%.
don't think
100%.
it'll be. Maybe it will. I don't fucking
Bro,
know.
this team is gonna get so fucking up for this because like you see what Ronaldo said today about checkmating Messi. They're gonna get so up for Messi. This is his last chance to win a World Cup. They know that this is the last thing to separate him as like the GOAT.
Yep.
This team is gonna get behind him. I think that they're gonna go for like a bloodbath redemption. Like we're shut the fuck up, give us our respect tour.
Yep.
That was a sick pick, by the way. Just to briefly touch on that. Coolest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, the Messi
Ronaldo collab.
Yeah.
Also, he passed 500 million followers. For my chess heads, that's a game from Magnus Carlsen in 2017, I believe. I saw a tweet about it.
I saw that. I
It
saw
was,
somebody.
I think
post
6
that.
moves ahead of a draw, and it was like a very famous chess match. But so if you wanted to know who won that match, they drew. Damn, who's the GOAT? We'll never know.
I did see that actually. I'm not the biggest.
If you guys,
yeah,
I just
if you
found
guys
that interesting.
really-
I was like, that's cool.
if you guys really feel like risking it all on a draw tomorrow, it is plus 650 on a draw.
I like
Decide
Messi to
he's gonna get up.
score. Minus 145.
Damn,
Not bad.
That's not
Not
bad.
bad.
I like
Messi just scored 2s plus 295, but I don't really like that.
Messi hat trick question
Yeah.
mark
Messi
Nah,
hat
on the
trick is
first
plus
game.
12.
plus 14 or 12 even. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on DraftKings right now, but
The next game after
Depends on
that,
your
which
book.
will be at 8 a.m., it'll be Denmark versus Tunisia. Minus 180 for Denmark to win. I'm probably going to take the Danes. I think they're going to be sneaky good.
Yeah, that feels like to me like you parlay Argentina Denmark to maybe get it closer to.
Yeah, the only game I'm pretty unsure of tomorrow is Mexico, Poland. I think that's going to be decides who takes the 2 seed in that group.
100%.
I will say this: I
It's pretty even.
kind of
Mexico's plus 1.
think the Mexicans are gonna throttle them. I don't know.
I think they got pace, and the Polish aren't fast. I think they're going to get behind them, and it's going to be weird.
The Mexicans just always seem to get up for big tournaments like this. Hold on. I haven't looked at Mexico's roster whatsoever.
I think they're bringing a pretty good roster.
Is Guillermo Ochoa still playing?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's back.
Mexicans tomorrow in a landslide. Clean sheet. That guy just reappears every 4
Clean
years
sheet?
from whatever crevice
That's a
he
call.
crawls out of.
You're going clean sheet.
Lua
When
could
your
easily
mouth
put
is,
one, bro.
Camps.
Meme Ochoa is like one of the best World Cup
Okay,
keepers of all
then
time.
throw it.
Yeah, throw it. Put your money
Yeah,
where your mouth is.
yeah.
Send a screenshot.
Fucking
Out.
I will. Jeez.
All right.
All right,
And then we'll round out the day at 2 p.m. with France versus Australia. I think this is where France will set. I think they're going to set the pace of the tournament,
Yeah.
how it'll go for
Yeah,
them. If
that
they
is
come out
gonna
and
be
they
a
throttle
throttle.
Australia. Yeah, I think that'll tell us everything we need to know about this French squad. They are without Benzema, and they did not bring a
Yeah.
replacement. So I don't know what that. Give me a fucking break.
Tony
Martial
Two
should
nowhere to
have
be
gone.
found.
Bro, that's Didier Deschamps' fault.
Woo!
22 gloves it's in the hot weather. He couldn't wear the gloves. That's why they didn't do it. If this was,
I like how I didn't even
tournament,
need to say anything, bro. I
said,
just
you
laughed.
made a noise. You made a noise.
I just laughed, and you went, "Hey, no, Martial,
That's
hey!"
just like, I mean, from his point of view, he's sitting at home like, wow, they would really rather prefer to have nobody than me.
Bro, he didn't call anybody up. It wasn't just Martial. It was like Ben Yedder. I don't think he even got the call, or other strikers.
Ben Yedder's a player I'm convinced only exists in FIFA. Like literally,
I'm kind of with you
about-
on that. I'm kind of
like
with
he
you on
only
that.
exists to score 3 goals.
I don't think I've ever
against me
seen
in
him
weekend
play.
league. Like that's the only reason.
He's pretty good.
That's the only reason.
Even when I watch his team, I feel like I'm just like, wait, he scored? Like, when did that even happen?
But so who are they going to start? Is Giroud's not playing?
Griezmann?
Oh, Griezmann.
Griezmann's
Ooh.
fine. I like Griezmann.
What do you mean? Ew, God, get the fuck
Oh,
out of
God.
here.
I don't.
Griezmann was.
He was the
Griezmann not
leading
their
goal
top
scorer at the
goal scorer
Euros,
when they
wasn't
won?
he? Yeah, he was.
He's fine. It's great.
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
He does
2
like the little
p.m.
take the L dance. You remember that?
Yeah, he does the Fortnite.
Yeah, he did.
And fraud
But
pay
though,
better show up.
so overall, France is missing Nkunku from that Camavinga tackle, Benzema from a training injury. 2 major training injuries, by the way. Should France fucking calm down?
Did I
Should
think
France fucking relax?
No, you know who should calm down in training is Casemiro. Did you see his tackles at training? He was fucking going for blood.
Casemiro's always
spikes
been-
up, bro.
But that's how Casemiro plays every single game. He's just a bit of a cunt out there. Like he just he like goes in really hard on these fucking like he's a
That's
dickhead.
true.
He is a straight up
Yeah.
dickhead.
And then they're missing
Sure.
Pogba. Shout out Marcus.
Pogba.
Aren't
Pogba.
Varane and
Conte.
Kunde?
No, Veron's back.
Aren't they like not
Veron's
fully fit,
back.
though?
Kimpembe's out though. Kimpembe did not come. So, I mean, they got what?
What's
That's a pretty decent
What does Football
squad
have
of
their
just players that are
projected lineup
injured
at?
and you're missing.
Yeah.
projected
I mean,
lineup?
they probably do
tomorrow?
a fucking
Chouameni, Camavinga.
Tuchumani,
They've got Coman. They've got Dembele. they've
Foot
got-
Mob has their previewed squad
Saliba.
or their probable lineup
Saliba.
as Lloris,
Oh yeah,
Kunde,
the
Upamecano, who's good, Theo Hernandez, Lucas Hernandez,
oh yeah, he's
Rabiot, Tuchumani, Pavard, Griezmann, Mbappe, Giroud.
That's fair.
Is there?
Oh, I fucking forgot about Mbappe. Fuck, he can play.
Fuck, I did too.
We're sitting here. Who are they going to start?
We're
at
like,
the nine?
where's their striker, bro?
And I'm like, oh shit, they've got.
Oh
This
my
they've got
probable
God.
lineup actually has Griezmann in the 10, like in a cam position.
Yeah.
I like him there. I prefer him there actually.
Yeah, so they got Saliba and Fofana can kind of cycle in at center backs. 2 still pretty good center backs. Fucking
Saliba's not starting?
Guendouzi made it. No, they had Upamecano and who else
Hernandez and
Teo and Lucas, yeah.
I would probably
and
take
Kunde, Jules Kunde.
Saliba over Teo.
I would throw personally, but hey.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a long tournament. You got
Yeah, it's a long tournament.
players. But yeah, the game
Bro.
I'm actually excited for in the next couple of days is Germany Japan on Wednesday. I think that's going to be an interesting match.
Where is
Again, another set the tone of the tournament for the Germans. If they don't come out and throttle Japan, I think. It's gonna be
Oh,
an
there it
interesting group.
is. There's the Germany kit.
Yes.
I
Demon
I've got
Shaft.
the future out on him. I figured, hey,
Yeah, you might as well.
might as well get
Yeah.
one.
All right. We've got a couple.
Should be a great game.
Yeah, we've got a couple
Spain should
headlines.
smack Costa Rica. Morocco, Croatia will be kind of interesting. I think Croatia should get it. And Belgium. Come on, Canada.
Can you imagine if there's no draws? Well, there was a draw today. Never mind. Fuck. I was just gonna say, imagine if there's no draws in the World Cup.
I was surprised that there wasn't more because I feel like the last start of like the first 2 days of the Euros, and if I remember correctly, Russia's World Cup was like very draw heavy early.
Yeah.
I was just like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah,
But the thing is like normally, obviously, the World Cup is played in the summer months. This is when before the season, players aren't in their mid-season form.
True.
Right now, they're playing at the best that they typically play in a season. So
Well, it's also too
think it's gonna
the
be-
Summer
I'll give you
World
that.
Cup. Not only have they like stopped playing, but they just got done playing 60 games at the club level. So it's like they're fucking
Yeah.
gassed. They're ready to sit home all summer and do nothing. And
yeah, if you're Eden Hazard, just like eat cheeseburgers every day.
Whoa.
Did you see his quotes? He's like, I know I'm not what I was. Like, I can't, like, he was basically just
Let's
like being a
hold the
sad boy.
fucking phone. Let's pump the brakes for a second. No Eden Hazard slander in my
Champions
fucking
League
presence.
winner.
I'm not slandering him at all. He's the
Fucking
one that
break.
I'm
talking to
quoting
Maresh.
him.
I'm talking to Patel over there. Look at him with that shit.
Okay,
Fucking pump the brakes.
Bro,
Pump the
what do you want with him? Played, what, 7 games for Real Madrid after
That's
one of
not
the
his
highest
fault.
transfer
He's
fees of all time?
injured. That's not his fault.
That is.
Would you rather?
I'm sorry.
Would you rather have him or Ronaldo right now?
Hazard? He's not that loud when he's not. He doesn't care if he
I
plays.
was
He
gonna
cares
say,
if he gets paid.
If you're paying them the same, let's say.
DC
Yeah, I would rather have Hazard.
Okay.
on my wall.
Shout out to the lighting situation. And
Shout out Maresh Patel. Shout out Maresh Patel, my sugar daddy.
It was pissing
Are
me
you
off.
full name dropping him?
Well,
Bro, people know my full life.
Well, you're the only Maresh Patel, aren't you?
Maresh, I saw
Yeah.
you getting dragged. I mean, kind of through the mud today.
He
on
did
the
get
bird.
dragged. Yeah, he did on Twitter.
When did I get? Oh, for what? The heroin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw you getting dragged in the mud today, Maresh.
Bro, I'm just the guy who went on a date with a junkie.
Yeah.
Like that's me. That's my personality trait to so many people.
Notorious junkie dater.
That is the proper use for notorious.
No, because that only happened once. No, I don't like that. I don't
Oh,
like that.
that's true. Fuck.
I rest my
Shit.
fucking case. I rest my case.
I was joking. He didn't understand it.
The fact that one time I like told Sass that story in like passing, and he texted Nick.
That was so funny, bro. It was like even Sass was like, "Oh yeah, fucking tell Maresh this."
God damn
oh
it!
my god, he rips you apart on that. Speaking of Twitter, Qatar fans, no, Ecuador fans, they had some great chants. Just like, we want beer.
You're a Qatar fan?
Queramos cerveza, you know,
Yes.
give us some beer.
I think it's going to get even worse day by day.
Oh, 100%.
Because they're like they're banning the Belgium kit unless they take love out of the collar.
because it says the word love, bro. That's whack.
Haters,
So
man. Bunch of
insane.
haters.
I think these games are like, there's 20,000 seats. Like when they announced attendance, it was like 45,000 out of like a possible 68. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, you guys are blowing this. You guys are blowing this.
Yeah.
I saw a
it's
tweet,
tough,
which
man.
I was kind of thinking during the first Qatar game. Like, do we think they just shut it down? Like after the group stage? They're just like, all right, good tournament, guys.
Like, go home.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah.
See you later.
Well,
They just raise all the tents to the ground. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
you guys,
exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
some big
You have nowhere
team
to
that
stay.
didn't. Some big team that didn't qualify for this tournament was Ralph Rangnick. What does he coach? Austria?
All right.
I don't know. He was like, we're focused on qualifying
he's
for a real
Norwegian,
World
isn't he?
Cup.
I don't know where he coaches.
I don't know what he's a national coach, I think, for Austria. But he's like, we're focused on qualifying for a real World
you're
Cups that are going to be in like USA and Canada, the USA one that's
Oh,
coming
he's
up.
German.
Isn't that
What? I
not?
think he was-
Aren't they expanding the World Cup? Isn't the U.S. World Cup the first expansion World Cup?
Mhm.
So, like,
That's-
if you don't
that's
make
what
the
we're
expansion
planned
World Cup, Ralph,
to
you're kind of
be.
pathetic.
Yeah, well, he was just like, yeah, we're focusing on playing in a country where
Does
like
it go to
they don't have to
48?
drive fans in and shit.
I think it goes to 48, if I'm not
Yeah, it
mistaken.
grows. And they switch to like 3-group formats or something like that. It's stupid.
They're
Well,
playing
that allows all of us to get our auto bid, though. So, like, U.S., Canada, and Mexico can just all go.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So my question that came in my head the other day was, you know how the first game is played by the host nation and they're in Group A.
Mm-hmm.
So like, who is like the host nation? Like, will we play that first game, or like, do we all play a game at like the same time? Like, what the fuck happens there?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Sneak peek to 4 years from now.
Yeah. Ethan, closing things here. Ronaldo to Chelsea? Question mark?
Listen, Maresh, I fucking half ignore those texts because they're
You not half. You fully skirted these.
He did.
Until it literally happens, I will not believe it. Not for 1 second.
I feel like
That's why they got rid of Tuchel.
Oh, and spoiler alert, fellas. You're not ready for the fucking spin zones I'm going to have for that moment. You're not ready. You're not fucking ready. Yeah, listen, you don't think, if you guys don't think for a sec, if you guys don't think like I'm not like already, my brain's not working around the clock thinking of spin zones constantly.
You're like, okay, how can this be good for us?
Crazy. You are.
You're like, we're gonna get so much on shirt sales that we can buy like the whole league twice over.
Bro's gonna be doing sues.
The day I do a sue, and I mean this with all due seriousness, I want you to take me out back like Old Yeller and put a fucking slug in the back of my head.
Oh my god!
Like the day you see me do a sue in a serious manner, I want you to do that.
I don't like how you say it. We'll move on. We'll move on.
But
I think you either need to make the sound or say it like Speed does, like a suey. I'm fine with you saying that.
It just cracks me up.
No!
Great kid.
Damn it, no!
Great
He's
kid.
yours now. He's going to you. You get Speed too.
You do.
It's a back
Speed acquired in a transfer.
I ain't no man.
What if you get Speed on loan?
I'm a Ronaldo fan.
This is the thing. You guys are already doing the spin zoning for me right now. I haven't even said a word of a spin zone, and you guys are already coming up with spin zones for me to use.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, apparently he's been offered to Madrid as well, so you never know. But I don't think Madrid. Perez already hates him. He's already said he hates him.
He's not. It's like the Draymond Green talking to Paul Pierce clip, where it's like, you ain't Kobe, like you ain't Messi, you ain't getting that farewell tour.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good
one. James Mudrick, you think he's coming?
Yeah, 100. I mean, actually, maybe not, because I did see a tweet that like their evaluation was fucking sky high, like 85 million or something.
Well, as soon as the
65.
EPL team starts sniffing around, they hike it up.
Yeah.
That is how it goes.
I mean, I think PSG and Real have also shown interest too, which doesn't really help our case. But
you guys,
come on.
I don't know if you guys saw that.
Want to go to top of the Premier League, Arsenal.
No, but
I agree. Champions League, Arsenal. Yeah, I don't know.
They got the Zinchenko.
Zinchenko's wife interviewed him like a week and a half ago. If you guys
I saw that
at all, and she's like, oh, so like she was basically fucking scouting him like broad as day, like, oh, where do you think you'd want to go? Like, and she ended it with like a go Gunners or something like that. And he's like, yeah, some shit. But no, I'm with it. He's got like a Jesus, like some religious tattoo on his neck. But we got Gabi Jesus, so fucking come through, my guy. Like, I'm here for it.
That's a stretch, but okay.
Yeah,
Feel
praise
that.
be.
Also,
I think I saw a Jude valuation at like 170 million, bro.
Listen, man.
He's gonna get his bag,
and that's the thing about the World Cup.
The team's gonna get their bag.
That's the thing about the World Cup. Everybody's watching, so these performances are like not only double, they're like pentuple, like a normal performance. Like him scoring today probably hiked his fucking price by 50 million.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, especially if Liverpool go out and actually sell to that Indian dude who wants to buy them, he's going to shell out the cash for Jude because he's going to want to win out the fans, and he's an Indian dude. He's showy. Yeah, I can say that.
Yep.
You can't. The last only other transfers I've heard was Cody Gakpo is still in the news. Like, United fans, dude, United Twitter is so fucking
He would be a
bunch of delusional twats.
Like, if I were you, that would be like my dream signing right now.
Well, they're like, Cody Gakpo or FDJ, who do you rate and why do you want him at United? And I'm like, why the fuck do either one of them want to come?
Do you see what FDJ said? He's like, I want to stay here for a decade.
Yeah.
He's like, despite the financial ruin, I want to play at Barcelona.
Like, I think Gakpo would go. I think he still would.
Yeah. I mean, he's at fucking PSV now, isn't he?
Yeah. So I think that's a great signing.
Why wouldn't he?
Got good pull with the coach. We know the guy.
He did. Great goal.
Great goal. I rate him highly, but again, I think this Ronaldo situation is really going to cause ripples like for United in the transfer market. Mm. Like, players aren't going to want to go.
No. Nope. No.
Especially Ronaldo fans. So it's not good.
Yeah. Asui boys.
Boys. Oh, shit.
Did you guys hear about Nkunku? Isn't Chelsea pushing for him?
Yeah,
I thought it was like done and dusted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a future transfer already set.
Okay, but
for next
that's
year.
Pretty solid, though.
End of the year.
He's a solid player for sure. Good business.
Chelsea are so dead. Oh, look at Chelsea. Oh,
bro.
They're in 10th.
First of all, I don't think that there's.
You think this changed my opinion at all?
I don't think I haven't seen a Fabrizio Here We Go yet.
I definitely have not.
And you guys, if you guys aren't in the Champions League, he's not leaving Champions League.
He's going to take him fucking Barcelona somehow.
He's not leaving Red
PSG.
Bull Leipzig to come to fucking Chelsea football. What are we talking about?
I think he's leaving. I don't think he's going to you guys. I think he'll go play for like
Who's he going?
PSG if he needs to. No, I'm not saying we're not in the race to get anybody ever.
That's my point.
Ever again.
Chelsea still have pull, whether you like to admit it or not.
I don't think
No
Graham
one said
Potter's
they
got any
don't.
pull.
No,
The
I'm
only
not
pull you
saying
guys seem to
did.
have
I'm
is
saying
Brighton's
Chelsea have pull.
coaching staff.
Did you see how many people that they have signed away from Brighton?
Yeah, you were saying
It's
that
the
I think
whole
last episode.
fucking squad. It's like the GM, the trainer, the fucking youth scout, the fucking assistant coach.
Because once they
bang,
hire
bang,
Potter,
bang, 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 bang.
once they hire Potter, it's like we got to bring in Potter's guys. That happens with every
guess.
coaching staff ever. Once they hire a new manager, they bring in.
I don't think you'd steal the whole fucking.
Listen, we gave
No,
them.
I don't think you take
Lamptey.
every
We
trainer
gave them
from your home
Tariq
team.
Lamptey a couple years ago. It's a fair trade, if you ask me.
We gave
They
them
fleeced
three
us.
players.
We just gave them fucking £60 million for Cucurella. They're not fucking hurting in any fucking facet.
No, especially when they put you guys to bed.
I'm not worried about Brighton. I just think it's a suspicious strategy to just
Listen,
be like, oh,
if
Brighton's
anything,
decent. Let's
Chelsea are
take
just
everything
helping the
from that
football
shit
economy.
team.
They're just helping these little teams blossom. They're paying them all these big things. They can bring in their own players, see what they do, maybe help fucking boost the fucking Premier League, the La Liga, wherever.
Is that what you guys did to Inter?
Inter Milan. What's Inter Milan done?
I sell overvalued players to you? What do you like?
Like, what if they? It's not like they've done anything with that money.
Did they win?
They built a new stadium.
First or second? And
They built a new stadium. What do you mean? What have they've done with the money?
No, they haven't won. Like, I'm pretty sure AC Milan won the league last year. No,
First comes the stadium. Second comes the trophies. That's
AC
it's
Milan
math.
won the league last year, I believe.
They did.
No, I
AC
believe
did
you're
win.
right. Yeah.
Fikayo Tomori.
And I think they're leading the league again. Right now.
Fikayo Tomori.
No, maybe Lazio is leading the league.
Lazio for sure is. Maurizio.
Okay, but Inter got second.
Anywhere
Inter
you
got
look,
second in
anywhere
the league
you look in
last
world
year.
football, anywhere you
By
look,
2 points.
you see Chelsea. Maurizio Sarri, Topo Serie A, former Chelsea manager. Fucking
Yeah,
Fikayo
Jose
Tomori,
Mourinho,
Olivier
red card,
Giroud.
leads the world in coaching red cards.
Wow. Whoa. Let's not sit here and slander Jose.
I'm not.
I'm just saying. Red cards are a part of the game. Red cards are a part of the game. Passion.
I
He's a
agree.
passionate man.
I think
I
Inter
agree.
getting 2 points away from winning Serie A is a pretty fucking huge accomplishment. But
The last time they won it was with Jose.
No. For sure not.
Okay.
They won the treble.
All
anything
right.
else we got, boys? Any?
I guess we could talk briefly
any
about
other
the
soccer
Jets
news
before you guys
go
want to
some other
kind of like.
shit? Yeah, I
beat
wanted
his
to
heart
spare
out.
you as long as we can.
I mean, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than like being on that car ride home. I was waiting that whole.
Why don't you give everybody a little bit of a backstory here? Like, where'd you go? Why'd
we went
you go?
to Disney World.
Why were you in a car for 24
We went
hours?
to Disney World. We drove to Disney World. Not my decision. Listen, we could have easily flown. I don't know why we didn't. It is what it is. It is what it is. But so on the way back from Disney World was Sunday, and I was.
They let you in Disney World looking like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Predator.
Oh yeah.
Kid had a bucket hat on. Oh my god.
did.
The Sean Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Yes,
or what's
sir.
his
Yes,
name,
sir.
right?
But listen, we left Florida around maybe 7 a.m. So we had been in the car 4 hours by the time the Qatar game started. So I was looking forward to that. And then it was by the time the Jets game, started, it was fucking 6 hours in the car. And then you spend, another 2.5 hours watching the actual game. So that's 8.5 hours at that point. And, I was burning through my phone battery. The Jets weren't doing great. I was streaming the game on my phone. And I go, you know what, Dad? We need to change the mojo in here. Can you turn it on the radio? We turn it on the radio. Yeah, Sirius XM. No free ads. And then it's the Patriots only broadcast. So you're listening to the Patriots color commentators who are just taking a shit right down the Jets' throat on their last drive. They're like, the Jets don't want to win this game. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, please just shut these fuckers up. We punt the ball and they just fucking house it in my face. Like it was honestly, like it was for me personally. I mean this very seriously. I think it was worse than the butt fumble.
I thought he was going to call it his personal 9/11, but
Oh my god.
No, not quite. No, not quite.
Okay, that's
but,
good. On par with butt fumble though. That's wow.
My personal
That's-
9/11
that's-
is actually
that's high
the fact
praise.
that I've been holding in just a wicked shit for 30 minutes right now. Like, I have had to shit so badly for 30 minutes. That's my 9/11.
Yeah.
Credit to me for
All
holding it.
right. Well,
I texted you boys. Giants should win this game. Lions are shit, et cetera, et cetera, et
and
cetera.
you sent through that giant parlay, and I think like all of them.
The
missed.
only game that lost was the Lions, bro.
Oh,
I took
really?
the Giants. Yeah, every other leg hit. It was like a 6-legger. Well, I guess
What,
it
the
still has
Giants
San
had an
Francisco.
opportunity to stay high in the division, and you guys took 3 offensive starters off the team for us. You took Wandale out for season.
I mean, I don't speak in injuries like they're victories, like Ethan
Let's
does.
relax with,
Yeah.
like, I get that Wandale Robinson is, like, literally a starting receiver, but, like, come on.
He's good.
No, come on, Maresh.
Not on
Come on,
many
Maresh, come on.
teams. I don't think he would slide
Come
in.
on, Maresh.
And you killed the chance of OBJ coming back. Now he's going to go to the Cowboys.
I mean,
I've been hearing a lot of
the
Giants
word is
fans
he's
call
going
this
to
the
the Cowboys.
OBJ Bowl on Thanksgiving.
okay.
Winner gets Odell.
I thought he was going to make the decision before Thanksgiving.
I don't know. My Giants.
It seems like he's going to the Cowboys. He's been like tweeting at Parsons and some other guys. Like,
Well.
just remember, his biggest play came against a team he's going to go and try and win a Super Bowl with, who's got 1 playoff win in my lifetime. Yeah, good fucking luck, brother.
Yeah, for real. Other news, repping the Hoosiers right now. We beat Michigan State, double overtime.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good for the Hoosiers. I had my Spartan friend. It was actually my friend's girlfriend hit me up in a group chat with the two of them, like him and her. And she's like, "Oh, I hear we're gonna kick some Hoosier ass today or something."
oh god, chirps
And
from
my
girls in
friend-
sports when they know nothing. is
Dummy,
the worst.
bro. Okay, so my friend who we've gone back and forth for many a years, he would never text me anything before a game. He knows way better than that. He knows sports are up in the air. He would never put his ball on the table unless they were like pretty safe. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, Laura, you're a fucking idiot. Like now you have to kick Indiana's ass or you look like a stupid fool.
Oh man.
And so she's on like some Disney cruise or something. I'm at the Michigan game. I'm watching
Another Disney adult.
Illinois she's a huge Disney adult, like way bigger than Ethan.
Tell
But
her to
Fellas, I gotta go.
link
I
up
gotta
with
shit.
yeah, we'll
East
link
LG.
next time we're in Disney. But
He
I
just
was
walked
at the
out.
Michigan game. I was at the big house, 110,000 people there. It's cold as fuck. We're playing Illinois. Michigan's losing the whole game. And guess what I'm stuck doing? I'm texting Laura fucking updates. Michigan State scored, Indiana scored, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of stopped doing that in the second half. Because at the end of the first half, Indiana's down 7-24. Pretty far out of reach, you know what I'm saying? Don't check the phone for a while. Come back. It's 31-31. All tied up. Let's fucking go. Now they're texting me like, "Oh, James, you're such a bastard. Like, fuck you." Like, all this shit. I was like, I didn't say anything. There's a 10.5 spread. Like, I wasn't even touching this. I am not confident in my team. We are not a good football school. We were, for 1 year, we were Windiana. We won like 9 games. I'll tell my grandkids about that, but we have never been a good football school. And it was just like, you fucking idiot. Why would you say anything? Now you look like a lunatic. And she's on some Disney cruise being a Disney adult. Just like, yeah, well, you look dumb. It's like, get out of here. Get out of here. So now I'm texting the boyfriend like, bro, she doesn't know what the fuck she did. So he knows that she fucked up. Michigan, though, they were down. They were losing the entire game. The entire game. Well, they were winning the first half. They got a touchdown before we even showed up. Sidebar, my dad was late as fuck. We were supposed to go. So the game kicked off at noon. We were supposed to go to the tailgate. My friend was getting there at 9:30. I was trying to get there like 10, 15-ish. So we can tailgate before the game, as one does. Pops picks me up from my house at 11. It's like a good 45 minutes to Ann Arbor. It's like, dude, what the fuck? And then he doesn't have enough gas in his car. We missed the exit like twice. We have to pick up my brother's friend. Anyway, we don't park until like 10 minutes or 5 minutes into the first quarter. We already missed the first touchdown. So I didn't see Michigan score for like an hour and a half. Because Illinois, like they scored and then Illinois scored. So it was like, it was 10-10 and then it was 17-10. Like I only saw field goals. I only saw Michigan field goals when I was at the game. It was cold as fuck. We're in the 80th row. up there, just all the wind. I had this little red nose. I had fucking snot all over my mustache. My dad didn't tell me about in these pictures, but whatever. I won't hold it against him. But hey, they pulled it out. It was literally a kick at the last second, like as time was just. Or no. They had 10 seconds left after that. But Jesus Christ, they really made us earn it.
I thought when you were alluding to a stadium story, you were going to say that you were just standing there and someone came up to you and was like, "Wait, are you James? Are you Tommy
Yo,
from
Blokes,
Pod?
right?
Are you from Blokes Pod?"
Yo,
Damn.
you know IBM, bro?
I was
You
just gonna
friends
be
with
like-
Baresh, dog?
I thought you were going to be like,
Nah,
dude,
not quite.
I would have was going to assume you were in Botswana, but you were in Anaheim.
No, there. I mean, I can't walk 10 feet without them being like, "Hey, blokes." I'm like, yes, sir. That's us. We're the big blokes in here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's an episode. Thanks.
That was fun.
I don't
Fuck
know where
Ethan
the fuck
for
Ethan
abandoning me, bro.
Dude, I think you went to go take a shit.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Honestly,
Yeah.
He deserves that.
Classic East Village.
Classic East Village G.
I'm here with two former legends.
Where's the bloke? It's half time. We talk to a bloke about football. Where's the bloke?